I'm gonna start studying my students over there, dog. You heard?
I know. Some brothers came yesterday from Venezuela.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
You was just visiting?
Yeah, they came. They did an interview though with Infinite.
Yeah, we did talk like, I don't know, not from New Mexico or something.
That Infinite sent them up there to build with Infinite.
Oh, Infinite.
Yeah.
Mexican food.
Alright, so yeah,
This is crazy.
we just sent the alerts out, so those will be coming in soon. So, what's your deal? What brings you to the?
I've always known. Center of the nation, but just wanted to know the knowledge. Submit pretty much. Just learn it. And it's learn for like practice.
You should not just learn, but practice it.
But practice, but like apply it. Like.
Well, what's your plan on doing that? And how long you been coming around us? A week.
Once like off and on.
What you was doing before you came over here?
Obligations.
Hmm?
Other things.
Well, what makes you think we got the answers to whatever your question is?
I'm always some of the stuff, some of the teachings I've already heard from like from music or from other things like social media, kind of stuck with me, like some of the things. But they were saying,
Hey, give me an example of something that you heard was our teachings.
like the mathematics, the knowledge, the wisdom, and understanding.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
So what that mean to you, the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding?
is knowing who you are, knowing self, knowing the ways, much learning, learning as much as possible, retaining much knowledge, wisdom, walking, being righteous.
What you mean? With this knowledge you plan on being righteous?
With knowledge, I plan on being righteous, but also teaching, like.
So you gotta already be righteous. So this knowledge is only gonna amplify who you already are. So when we teach, right, we say that we don't have no birth record, we don't have no beginning and ending. So if I give you some lessons right now, that's not gonna change who you've been. It's just gonna amplify it. You see what I'm saying? It's a tool. The same way, you know, if you're a negative person, we went through this yesterday. If I give somebody that's positive, right, they not gonna harm nobody. If I give them a gun, they still not gonna harm nobody. You see what I'm saying? And if a person is determined to harm somebody, I give them a spoon. They'll kill somebody. They'll find a way to hurt somebody seriously with that spoon. You see what I'm saying? So it's the same thing with the lessons. This is not going to make you God. It's not going to make you righteous. It's just the facts on the paper for you to analyze who you really are. You see, that's on the inside. How old are you?
37.
37? So Wait, you was Christian before this? You was Muslim? What you was?
Christian.
You was Christian? Then you went from Christianity to what? You don't know where you went after Christianity? And see, look, I mean, you can come and observe what we're saying, right? But you got to find yourself. See, like in this knowledge, right? We don't have no literature. We don't have no books or nothing. Because everybody here got to write their own book. You see what I'm saying? And when we say we got to destroy 4 devils, we don't mean 4 red men under the ground. It means that you got to find the things in your culture, right? Because we say 4 is culture. You got to find the things that's in your way of life that's holding you back and destroy you. You see what I'm saying? But it's, you can listen, but you can only help yourself. You see what I'm saying? Because you already at an age where you only gonna learn what you teach yourself. See, I can tell you, right? I can talk, but you only gonna learn what you teach yourself right now. So in the meantime, you can you do the knowledge. So you got any questions about what you had so far, and then
Wanted to go. Well, we already went over what love, fellow right was. I just want to make sure that.
Yeah. Well,
I really know that earlier. One of the brothers that asked me about it, and I couldn't think about it all the time. That's why I wanted to make sure I was writing it down, make sure.
Yeah, that's how see, we coming into this, right, with a whole bunch of things that we got from the 85% world, from the Christian world, whatever different world we was in. You know what I'm saying? So in reality, even if you think something, right, that's not right exact, you still got to go ahead and say that. You see what I mean? Because then people won't know that they build it on a foundation that's faulty. You see what I'm saying? Like if you think 2 comes before 1, and then I start trying to teach you about understanding, you see what I mean? I need you to say that you think that, and then I can say, nah, that's not how it is. It's knowledge coming before wisdom. You see what I mean? So that's why when you in a cipher, you got to just say how you see it. People know you just got the knowledge. You know what I'm saying? So they just gonna say, now cipher, guys, this is the science. You understand what I mean? And they know when you talking off the paper, right? And when you using your creative power. You see what I mean? And when they need to help you, and when you just misquoting some shit somebody else said. You see what I'm saying? Other than that, yeah, of course, y'all know is we have to discuss. We have to discuss this. It's going a little crazy out here in New York right now. It's going a little bit crazy. This is what I be saying. People, they in like Pigeon Lake, Arkansas, talking about, they trying to kill us. They never bombed Pigeon Lake, Arkansas. You know what I'm saying? See, all that white supremacy in New York hate, you see what I'm saying? When something happened here, all it is perked up. You know what I'm saying? But it's very odd, I almost got in a fight today with somebody talking about this topic. Because see, I haven't researched any of it. I haven't seen the news story. I don't know what the guy's name is. I don't know what the description is. I was doing whatever. So the person, when they bring it up to me, right, and they tell me that their standpoint is that it's probably staged, they say everything is staged. So I was like, yeah, I already figured that. As soon as I heard about it, I knew that you was one of the people that was going to say it was staged. They fly off the handle into some shit where it's like, all right, see, this tech shit is. Let me go where you at. Let me, you know what I'm saying? Today I'm Jedi. I was with some 1985 shit where I'm sitting at the bus stop, like I know this person's gonna get off this bus stop. I know this person's gonna get off this bus right here, and we're gonna discuss. You know what I'm saying? Because my point was, listen, if I, you know, which even right now, what I'm saying, I haven't formed an opinion. You know what I mean? So you arguing with me about whether I'm saying it's a conspiracy or not, I don't know what the fuck it is. You understand what I'm saying? And nobody else does either right now. You see what I mean? So the person, like, you all sure about what you're saying, you know, they telling me that, yo, the way the scene look. Have you ever been around when multiple people got shot or bombs went off? Like, how do you know what the real thing looks like? You got all these people, and then there's the ultimate, where's my conspiracy theory set? Because I got a question for all of the people that say everything is staged, right? Right? At what point is staging things now slow gases? Meaning, if I already know that whatever I do, you're gonna think it's fake, why don't I just do it in broad daylight? You know what I'm saying? Like, if I'm gonna rob that bank and I already know that people gonna break down the whole camera image and show how it's really fake, and it was Tupac that did it, right? Why don't I just rob every bank? Like, why use a mask? Why use a gun? Why, you know what I mean? Because, see, like I said, that's something I learned, right, in my misspent youth. That if a person is already scared of you, you don't need a weapon for them. You understand what I'm saying? Like, at some point, if we dealing with these conspiracies, right? These conspiracies is about people being ahead of the game, about everybody being over here, right? And then the person that's running the conspiracy is way ahead of you. They've already planned way ahead of you. Like Yakub already planned way ahead of the 59,999 people. They just going over there following, yeah, we're going, shit is going to be rosy and shit, but they don't know all the intricate steps, or it wouldn't have been no secret to be kept. You see what I'm saying? So at some point, right, if people catch on that, yo, son, you know, when we go to the doctor, they doing some shit over there. They see, you ever notice that ain't no black babies coming out of there? See, if motherfuckers start to pick up on that, now it's time to switch up. But you know, it is what it is. I don't know, but I'm sure out there, what y'all say? What y'all say? What y'all say? Who we got in here? Do we have any of our real conspiracy theorists in here today? What's District 120? Oh, there you go, right there. District 120. What say you, District 120? What say you? Let's get, hey, look, and we on the what's the name today, so we got the link to it, because I didn't get a chance to charge up, so we went straight off the internet. So we got the link right now, so you can tap in. We said, oh, the young guy now July, the young guy turned God years old. See, now, you know, when they turn 7, that's a certain signs, right? Because they've elevated above 6, right? But see, now after this, you got to keep track of every time your age born died. It's not so easy the rest of the times. You see what I'm saying? How many times your age born died when you had the knowledge? See, every time my age born died, I had the knowledge. There's certain perks to getting in young. But somebody click the link and tell us what happened. Somebody who's done some research. Where's the God I be? Is IB in here? I know IB got some hold on. Let me tap IB right now. Oh, what happened? All the alerts are still going out. All right, let's give it a couple minutes. We still got some alerts going out. But what's the deal? We got any if you rub lemons in your right armpit and lime in your left for 50 years, you'll live to be 110. The question, District 120, is what happened in the train station? Yeah, what happened down there? What say you? Yes, I heard. The guy who did it, he didn't get caught.
They said it was a whole bunch of different things.
Huh?
I heard different things. I heard there's an Albanian guy. I heard that it was a 82-year-old black man.
An 82-year-old black man.
So I'm here. I didn't do the actual research, but
Yeah, I have it.
texted me with that.
Wise Prince. Wise Prince, what happened? Wait a minute. Mr. 120, they saying they don't have camera footage of it?
Yeah. They say the police was there. They didn't see anything. They didn't stop anything. The police was supposed to stop the trains and they did it.
Where they body cameras at?
It says no operable NYPD cameras in the train station.
On 36th Street?
They were supposed to stop the train, so they did it.
That's a transfer spot on 36th Street. An 82-year-old black dude.
Yeah. I don't know what that was about. But they said that the police, they saw nothing. They ain't doing nothing. So I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. What you said, Wisconsin dude is supposed to do it. Who's that? It was a 5'5" black dude in a construction vest and mask.
Yeah, I heard that too. There's a whole bunch of different descriptions of who it is.
Yeah, how they know how old he is. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, the MTA. Yeah, one would think that all the cameras is working, man. That's So when you say Wisconsin cat, you talking about Rittenhouse? See, I'm telling you, man. This is why it gotta be a law world manifest. See, this is why you gotta have your own world. Cause see, we in the being a society within a society, man, whatever happened in that greater society, and then especially because of our position in that society, right? Everything that happens affects us more than, you know what I'm saying, it affects the greater society. You know what I'm saying? Like if the economy don't go down, you know what I mean, we end up getting hit hardest and shit. You know what I mean? Because we go below the line. You know what I'm saying? Like other motherfuckers, like, yeah, they take a hit, but we go below the fucking line and shit. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. Like just where you gotta be subject to this shit. You know what I'm saying? Where whatever is going on, because see, this is what I'm saying in terms of the whole story of it. You know what I mean? Like you saying it's an 82-year-old black man, right? Now the brother saying there's a 5'5" black man, right? Now here comes the thing now, right? You bringing back the jump out boys, the stop and frisk, right? Now you've got us characterizing a whole other shit. You understand what I'm saying? Meaning like, say like when it was 9/11, right? They didn't come in the hood looking for no bombs and shit. They didn't have the hood barricaded off because, the black criminal is not known like that to be doing that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Black people is known that look, they're gonna go all out, but all that suicidal shit does not do. You understand what I'm saying? In general, not saying it don't happen. There's something because they got what they call profilers. You know what I'm saying? People that they look at the person and say, okay, what's your description and the different demographics that you're from, and what's the likelihood that you have something to do with this? You know what I mean? Like right now, there's somebody, if they didn't catch that guy, there's somebody on CNN right now saying, look, the person who did this is probably this age. You know what I'm saying? They probably got this education level. They probably, you know what I mean? Because they got profiles on all this shit, right? So now, if you saying they say it's just a 5'5" black guy or whatever and shit, right? You know what I mean? Like, or if it's an 82-year-old black guy, right? So now, do older cats got to start being wary? You know what I'm saying? That when the police run down on you because they think you got fucking smoke bombs and you about to shoot up the train station and shit. Because that's how this shit always works. You know what I'm saying? Like right now, they don't even hardly prosecute no mafia motherfuckers on RICO. When the last time you heard it was a RICO case in the mafia? You know what I'm saying? All that shit is the Crips and the Bloods now, G. You see what I'm saying? The black gangs, the drug gangs, that's who's catching. Not justifying for them whether they right or wrong, but just saying how this stuff always ends up getting applied to us, right? And that ends up having the biggest impact. So you start seeing this image that's out there, right? Like, look, the murder rate is a certain amount, right? They're really, at least up here, I don't know about everybody else where they at, right? But up here, you only hearing about 3 places doing killing. You hearing about New York, Chicago, and LA. Ain't nobody getting killed in bubblefuck Kansas? You know what I mean? That's not accounting for all the thousands, but it's something about that image they want to put out there. You see what I'm saying? Because of, in the whole of society, right? We not dominant, but in those 3 places, we dominant. And our culture is dominant there.
So it's like programming.
Programming? Yeah, programming people that's going to be dealing with us and programming us. You see what I mean? To even how we see each other. Because think about it. See, they start putting all this shit on the news. Ain't you moving around a little bit differently? Like in terms of you like, yo, some niggas bugging out here. Like you on point and shit. That's what I'm saying. For you,
looking past somebody looking cringe at the
that's what I'm saying, son. For your own people. So they program even us with that shit. You know what I mean? By just putting that shit on the news over and over and over and shit. You see what I mean? Like, look, if they just say every time a motherfucker get killed, right? And a nigga had on a black shirt. You say, yo, the day a motherfucker got killed, the killer had on a black shirt. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers had on every color shirt today when people got killed. You know what I'm saying? But if you keep highlighting that, or just like, look, that's one of the places where you hear people say language is violence, right? Now, the theme of that is supposed to be that people talk about something and then somebody go commit a violent act based on that talking. But here's the thing, right? I'm from New York. And for every time you can show me where people talk about something and then somebody acted on that, I can tell you 10 times when niggas talk shit and not a fucking thing happened. And I can show you 10 other times where nigga ain't say nothing. Like a nigga did some shit, they just look, just nodded. Nigga ain't say nothing. It came back and aired it out. You know what I'm saying? Niggas like, yo, who you talking about? That kid that? Yeah, him, son. Quiet money. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, like I said, if you highlight that, it's not just that. Look, in the music business, right? You got people that's known as y'all a musical genius. I found Whitney Houston. Okay. But what about them 100 flops that you found? You know what I'm saying? If only you give the press about Whitney Houston and Earth, Wind, and Fire, then yeah, Clive Davis is a musical genius. You know what I'm saying? You know, look, Alicia Keys, Busta Rhymes. You know what I'm saying? But nah, son, you got some flops in there too. You ain't mentioned. You know what I'm saying? And look, I'm not harping on him. Look, Barry Gordy. You know, but look, we only going to talk about Marvin Gaye and Supreme. We're not going to talk about those other. You understand what I'm saying? You know, that's one of the good things. Well, I guess for the person, you know, it's good for a person when they can give their own press. You know what I'm saying? When you can go out there and tell the people what they supposed to think about you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you ever see that after the presidential debate? When, look, the presidential debate comes on, right? And then they had these people that come on, give an interview, and they say, you see when he said this? The American people is going to think that. And then the next day they take a poll, and the American people think that. Yeah, you can be, certainly got it down to a science, right? Where they can, look, not only give you what they want you to think, they sell it to you. You pay them money for them to tell you what to think. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, this right here, man. That's what I said, man. You know, you gotta watch these things, man. You gotta watch these things, man, and watch these people, man, and just look at the world we living in, and just understand. So like how you were saying with teaching, just in the time that I've been alive, right? Not even the shit I heard of. In the time that I've been alive, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just some shit that's different, man. And people say things, you know what I'm saying? Like, when you talk about the violence and shit out there, right? And people say, yeah, well, you know, in that era, it was more murders, though, than in this era. Yeah, but, you know, those was people that was with the shits. You know what I'm saying? Like, now, you know, like, back then, if a little kid got shot, that was on accident. Motherfuckers aim and fire on kids now, son. That's different, son. That, you know what I'm saying? That's something that happened in the world since the time I've been alive, right? So what's going to happen in the next amount of time? You understand what I mean? That's what I'm saying, guys. That listen, I see people beating up old people right now, man. I can't get old, man. You understand what I'm saying? If motherfuckers hurt me out like that, you got to do something now. You understand what I'm saying? If you, by the time we get that age, we won't even be able to come outside. And then not just that, but you know, like I said, by the time we get that age, we ain't got that much longer to go. But what about all our babies and they babies and they babies and everything that's going to be existing at that time? You see what I'm saying? So, like you said, see, if we don't show the love now, we're going to be in hell and never come out right. Because listen, and like I said, I ain't even look at the news. I don't care what they say. It really though, at this point, what's the difference? Like if it was an Albanian motherfucker, a Ukrainian motherfucker, a black, what is the difference, man? Let's face it, everybody in the world right now got one smoke. You understand what I'm saying? Everybody in the world right now wants some kind of smoke over something. Man. They want their reparations, they want their civil rights, they want, yes, I mean, they got some type of oppression they trying to get off their back. So at this point, what difference does it make? You know what I'm saying? You know, we already know the deal, and you know, it's only a couple of people that's responsible for all the shit, which is always the case. A handful of people responsible for 95% of the negativity. You know what I'm saying? You understand what I'm saying? Peace, God. No doubt, God. Peace. Handful of people responsible for all the negativity. You know what I'm saying? But you know, in these instances, it's just showing us the world that we live in. You know what I mean? Because at this point, everybody's been exploited.
A lot of people don't even know that.
They don't know it, but they feel it.
I don't even know about that.
They feel it, but now I will give you this, which you know I say that all the time in here, is that the illusion of inclusion is so strong right now that a lot of people can't see.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You know, the people who, to me, if you was in elementary school or junior high school, when they start talking that post-racial shit, your mind is fucked up. Yes, you know what I'm saying? If you you know, a part of this you know, black excellent shit. You understand what I'm saying? Where, you know, you got a little bit of money and shit, and now you forgot what survival looks like. See, that's one thing. You know, survival looks a certain way, right? Or I wouldn't say it looks a certain way, right? But you expect it to look a certain way. You understand what I'm saying? So, you know, remember when they had the Katrina shit and they showed the black people taking stuff and the shit said looters. And they showed the white people taking stuff and the shit said survivors. Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. All of that is like when we say, yo, people act a certain way, is because of all that programming be going into your mind from the jump. You understand what I'm saying? Like at the end of the day, like I said, it don't matter who did it and what they did. It just shows you the urgency of a law world manifest. Meaning like this, there's people right now that they straight. There's people that if this shit would have happened where they was from, they already got bunkers and shit set up where they got their world. You know what I'm saying? Where, yeah, go ahead, y'all knock yourself out. You understand what I'm saying? See, we can't do that. People still got to travel through that train station tomorrow because they got to go to work. You understand what I'm saying? So, getting back to what I was saying about surviving, right? You know, for instance, if you see people selling drugs, right? They're not looked at as people that's just trying to survive. They looked at as people that's greedy. You see what I'm saying? And see, look how the illusion, this is what I'm saying, the illusion works on all sides, right? From every angle, from 360 degrees, the people that's looking at it don't see what it is, right? So it's common knowledge that the most these young brothers, 12, 13, 14, 15, is being sold a dream about what you can get out of crime life, about how much money you're going to make selling drugs. Most people is going to make some sneaker money and just make ends meet and shit. You know what I mean? But because this image and shit, right? You know what I'm saying? You think you're going to get a lot of money. See, by the same token, when they say to the people, how should we punish drug dealers? The people don't think about somebody who's just trying to survive and shit, who's just making enough money to make ends meet. They look at every drug dealer as Scarface. That's the image in their mind when they say, nah, give them life. You see what I'm saying? Because to them, that doesn't look like survival. See what I'm saying? They don't wind the tape back, right? To see how this person was living before they start doing it. You know what I'm saying? Like if you listen to especially the real kingpin dudes, if you listen to their story, when they tell you how poor they was, you know what I'm saying, when they was growing up before they discovered drugs and shit, they're some of the most. Brother said he woke up one morning and the rat was on the pillow looking him in the face. You know what I'm saying? Like, son, he said, yo, that's when he made his decision, man. Nah, man, I gotta do something. First, he started robbing banks. You know what I'm saying? And then he found the drug game. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. You know, but to the people, they only see the final guy that was the kingpin, that was greedy. They don't see the survival part of the story. You know, not for us. If it was somebody else, they'd see
it. That's the person they'll look into. Like whenever a white person will do something, they'll be like, oh, they have this mental illness or their upbringing. Or even people who even got it off that because they're a good kid and made a bad decision. Sure.
You see what I'm saying? Like, right. Now look, they never do that. You know, the district attorney never brings up, and this is a problem I have with people when people say, you know, well, most of the cops is good. Yeah, we're not talking about them right now. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. If a cop shoots somebody, then you want to bring up some other police, but most of the police is good. Yeah, but we're not talking about them right now. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. Like when a motherfucker get arrested, right? They don't say, well, most of the black men is not criminals. We're not talking about them right now. We're talking about this motherfucker that's on audio and videotape committing crime. You understand what I'm saying? And so, you know, by the same token, right? They don't come into court and say, well, this young man right here that's before you, the defendant, you know, before all this shit, he should be on the honor roll. And we're not exactly sure how he fell in with the wrong crowd. So why you tell me that about the police? We're not talking about that time at the academy when he hit all his bullseyes. We're not talking about that right now. We're talking about the time where he shot that man for no reason. Do you recall, see, and this is what I'm saying. Look, perception. Do you recall when the Asian cop shot the brother in the projects? I'm pretty sure his name was Akai Gurley, right? And when black people, you know, like we always do, it's like, yo, fuck, you know what I'm saying? These cops is killing us. They call it the Asian hate shit.
Damn, bro.
Yeah. John Liu, right? I don't know what he is now. I think he was the comptroller last or something, right? He's been in city government now for at least 25 years, right? He came out and represented on that. Like, this Asian hate. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, they hating on the Asian community. Yeah. Just goes to show you. See, just like I said, look, in my mind, to me, all this Asian hate really comes down to, look, y'all lost the last couple fights.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It wasn't Asian hate when y'all beat that girl with that broomstick out there in Flatbush. That's Asian hate. Is it Asian hate when y'all be outside in front of y'all store shooting motherfuckers?
That shit came up actually pretty quick though. Asian hate, like that act or whatever they done.
Just goes to show you.
I only heard about like 2 instances where something happened. I don't know if there's an act.
Just goes to show you. You know what I'm saying? It goes to show you. Well, see, look, that all of that is a part of a law of world manifest, right? Is being able to now manifest some kind of power, right? Manifest some kind of power on different planes, right? Whether it's politically, whether it's economically, or whatever, so that motherfuckers have to listen. See, there was a lawyer named C. Vernon Mason. You know, I first found out about C. Vernon Mason from he was involved with the case that kind of brought Al Sharpton to, you know, national prominence. You know, it turned out to be a hoax, but, you know, it was a girl named Tawana Brawley, and you know, she was saying that some white cops kidnapped her, put her in a bag, and wrote graffiti. Oh, it was crazy. You know what I'm saying? It ended up being that it wasn't true, but the dude C. Vernon Mason, you know, as it was coming out that all this stuff is fake, it started becoming a clown show. So you had Al Sharpton, another dude named Roy Ennis. You know what I'm saying? Which Roy Ennis you know, he was another dude like you in the clown car and shit. You know what I'm saying? But I found out that back in the days, Roy Ennis used to be with Marion Barry. And they actually, you know, I used to wonder, yo, why are these people voting for Marion Barry? But I didn't know his history, that in the past, Marion Barry stood up so strong that people was like, who cares if he smoked crack? This our guy, he's one of us. You understand what I'm saying? But anyway, the dude Roy Ennis was there, and C. Vernon Mason. So at first, I looked at C. Vernon Mason as kind of a clown, like the other two. Until one day, I saw him giving an interview, right? And there was something that happened after that. You know, the aftermath also is what led me to see that, yo, C. Vernon Mason is powerful, right? Because the other two guys was allowed into the mainstream. Al Sharpton is on MSNBC now, so shit. You know what I mean? Roy Ennis, you know, he never like won no office, but he was a person that, you know, he became you know, like a kind of a city, you know, talking head. You know what I'm saying? You would see him on all the programs talking about the issues. His son became somebody in I think his son was like in communications, like the FCC or something. Nigel Ennis, you know what I'm saying? But C. Vernon Mason got disbarred by that shit. Yeah, and they never let him come back. You know what I mean? So it was like, yo, with him, it was like, yeah, we got rid of your fucking ass. However you got mixed up in this, got you. You know what I mean? But anyway, you know, when I started seeing his interviews and he was talking about different things, he was talking about the Supreme Court, right? And he was saying that the Supreme Court in particular, the people that's selected to the Supreme Court is there to represent certain interests. You know what I'm saying? So originally, the only interest, right, was white men, right? But that as you started to get different people on there, right, when Women's Lib got popping, you got Sandra Day O'Connor on there. You know what I'm saying? When, you know, civil rights got popping, you got Martin Luther King Day and all that, you got Clarence Thomas on there. You know what I'm saying? When the you know, the Hispanics started rising, you got Sotomayor on there. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, when the LGBTQ started rising, you got Kagan on there. You understand what I'm saying? So now that you got this new you know, faction of black women with all this earning power and voting power, et cetera, you get this black lady on it. You understand what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is that if you don't have no power, if you don't exercise no power, right, they're not gonna put no representation for you in there. You see what I mean? Because your world don't mean nothing to them.
Could that possibly be programmed as well? Though? Like, you know how when something happens, they'll give you a small solution. Well, not really a small solution. I'm not gonna say that it's something small, but they'll give you something just for you to be good with that. But in the bigger picture, it's not really a solution to the answer. I mean, to the solution to the problem. It's just like some hush money, not necessarily hush money, but a small action that's seen as something bigger than what it really is. So do you think that could be that?
Yeah. There is an amount of appeasement with that.
Yeah, I ain't know the word.
Yeah. A certain amount of that is appeasement. You know what I'm saying? So now, yeah, all the people from that black women faction, right, is excited because of what's the vice president lady name? Kamala Harris, and now this other. You know, which look, did you see that propaganda?
Yeah.
No. Particular, which propaganda I'm talking about?
Are you talking about the way she was acting when Barack was around?
That too, but this propaganda that both of these women, right, have white husbands.
Yeah.
And so
and they're like
saying that the white man is who could make the black woman reach her fullest potential. Have you saw that little propaganda, right?
I see they put it in the newspaper
today. Yeah, all of these things, right? Is that's that's programming. And I'm gonna tell you something. I don't know if since I saw, because sometimes how you buy a pair of sneakers, right? And when you was in the store, you never saw them before. Yeah. But then as soon as you go outside, you're like, damn, son, everybody got these shit. Look, I don't know if it's that effect, but I've seen mad white dudes outside now rocking their black girlfriends. Is it me?
It's the summertime coming.
I think motherfuckers like, look, I think white dudes are pimping like that now. White dudes pimping like, you want to go to the top, baby? You know what I'm saying? Listen, nigga, I'll put you on Supreme Court. You got white cats out there popping their collars.
But I've noticed the whole sense of appeasement because I went to Howard and Kamala went to Howard, and there's the head of the student association. I know her, and she went to the White House when I don't know. I think her name is Quintana. I don't know her name.
Quintana or something.
Yeah, she was there when she got all the votes. But basically, just seeing the reaction of everybody I went to school with, or how they was acting on like social media and everything. And I guess to me, I didn't really fully understand it because I'm not a black woman, so I won't understand the sense of joy that they got from that, or like the feeling that they got from it. Mm-hmm. But I also see like, yeah, it's a good step and it's a big step in sense of like history. But at the same time, I don't really think it's gonna be as much as really people painted it out to be. Like, yeah, it opens doors for people to come afterward, but at the same time, it's just like, see, I don't got no faith in that. It's like, what's that gonna do for me for real?
Yeah, see, what you're talking about is what they used to call tokenism.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Where, like, yeah, we got this black woman here, and it's almost, it's a shield. Yes, I mean, because if we get accused of racism, we can say, no, we got black women right here.
Yeah, you got black.
We got all the boxes. Our ESG score is high. Yeah. You understand what I'm saying? And it's also just, we just gotta look historically. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's very few. Besides Bernie Sanders, right? I can't think of a Jewish politician that doesn't support Israel. And even him, I don't know if he don't support it. I mean, I know he's not as, hype about it as some Zionists, right? But I'm saying that's something that you have to do. Like, you're not going to get elected in Borough Park. You're not getting elected in Williamsburg. You're not getting elected in what's that area there? In none of their areas if you don't support Israel. You know what I mean? And we just have too much of a history of having black people in there that don't, people elected from Harlem that grew up in Harlem, was born and raised in Harlem, never lived nowhere else but Harlem, and they not for Harlem and shit. Yeah. You understand what I'm saying? Like, that don't happen in other places. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't have a decision that's that important that you're making for one reason. You know what I'm saying? How many things you do that's that important, and it's just, well, she's a black woman. Nothing about how educated she is, or what is her points of view, and are they going to benefit us? Because at the end of the day, you got in there, right? Because you black. So we was a part of the fuel that got you to that position. You know what I'm saying? What are you, like, see the other lady, look, when she came in there, she ain't talk that white bread shit she's talking. She came in there, I'm a wise Latina. You know what I'm saying? Who the fuck is you talking about? You see what I'm saying? But we had to see. Well, I don't really think I need to see what happens. To me, I think first of all, is Joe Biden. Anybody affiliated with Joe Biden, for me, is automatically suspect. You understand what I'm saying? And then there's a couple of other straws, but the straw that breaks the camel's back is when they, asked her what a woman is, and she said, yeah, I don't know, I'm not a biologist. Like, if you don't have that degree of knowledge, I don't know if I want you making the most important decisions in the land. Like, if you don't know what a light bulb is, do we really want you deciding? Like, think about that. We, you know what I'm saying?
That's tricky only because it's politics. The whole.
Yeah, I understand that.
Gender conversation.
No. See, now look. Like you said, now we watching the news, right? Is something politics, or is it politicized?
It's politicized.
That's what I'm saying. See what I'm saying? They politicizing it because now one person take one side of it, and then the other person just take the opposite side because that's what we're supposed to do. Not really that we, you know what I'm saying? Not really that we see it that way, because that's how they able to switch sides. Where one side could be the one promoting slavery, right? And the other one could be the side promoting freedom, and they can switch sides. Only because it don't matter what the issue is. It just matters that we on opposite sides. Yes, I mean, that's the real important thing, the actual talking point, because there's lots of things. Actually, even the term liberal. Liberal was first for the Republicans. Yeah, the Democrats was the old party, right? Republicans, the Republican Party is from, I think, 1856. Like when Lincoln got elected, that was one of the first or second elections that Republicans was in. You understand what I'm saying? So they're the ones that's bringing about change. They're the ones that's saying, yo, yeah, we can't be doing this slavery. We got another way to make money. So that's liberal. Liberal is change. And the conservatives was the Democrats saying, no, we got a perfectly good way to get money. What's wrong with this way?
That's good.
Yeah, now they switched because it doesn't matter what the fuck the issue is. It just matters that we on opposite sides. You know what I'm saying? How many times you see when a dude is running for the election and they start showing videos of this person 5 years ago, you had the exact opposite point of view. You understand what I'm saying? Because it don't matter, or it just matters is that if the other people start saying that. You know what I mean? So you get these different things that become politicized, but really they're not even political. They don't even belong in that arena. You understand what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, if that's the case, then we really can't have none of your mindset can be included in the confirmation process, because theoretically anything can come up before the court. You understand what I'm saying? Like if we say, do you know what an electric vehicle is? See, you don't know that one day electric vehicles will get to the point where gas vehicles will be like, nah, we gotta sue these motherfuckers. They violate our civil rights, man. We can't get money like we want to. What if that happens? Right? Anything can come up. And I'm just saying that, kind of these milk bred politicians, I don't like that shit either. What the fuck do you stand for? See, that was the problem with Obama. See, there was a dude named Mike Dukakis, right? And Mike Dukakis was he was running for president against George Bush. And he was the governor, I think, of Boston. Not of Boston, governor of Boston. The governor of Massachusetts, right? And there was a dude in Massachusetts, I think his name was Willie Horton, right? And he was in jail for some type of heinous crime or something, right? And he got released and he committed another heinous crime. Or at least that's what they say, because if you see his story, there's a lot of things in there. Like when he gets convicted of one of the crimes, the white lady that's there, when the police come, they say, yo, is that him? And she say, yeah, they all look alike. Yes, that's him. That's him. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like, how the fuck I supposed to know? They all look alike. You know what I mean? That's him. So, there's discrepancies in the case and everything. But the thing is that happened right as crime is popping. Yo, Fat Cat and them have just killed that cop. You understand what I mean? When George Bush ran on that shit. He ran on, I'm going to stop the crack era, right? In the meanwhile, Mike Dukakis got this famous case of this dude that he paroled and shit. You know what I'm saying? And that case is one of the main things that sunk his campaign. And then, huh?
Because he got paroled?
No, it because he paroled the guy who committed the crime. So he's saying that, look, you're going to, Bush campaign is saying you're going to vote for this guy right now while we got, 2,000 murders in New York City. You know what I'm saying? So, they killing cops up there. You know what I mean? They shot that police, was it McDonald over here in Central Park? That was when they started making all the police wear bulletproof vests because he got paralyzed. You know what I'm saying? And then Eddie Byrne got killed. So this is the shit they're running hard body on crime. So because he had this track record, right, of I ain't gonna say being lenient on crime, but he had this track record that they was able to use against him. And then the same shit happened in the next election to George Bush, where he had all this shit on his jacket for being head of the CIA and all these secret organizations and shit. So all of that shit was used against him. This is why the economy is going fucked up, because this nigga's Illuminati and he's really lining us up. You understand what I'm saying? And what that caused, right, is that now when somebody runs for president, they pick people that don't have a past. You see what I'm saying? Before that, people like Richard Nixon, they was in the government 30, 40 years. Lyndon Johnson, you know what I'm saying? Even John Kennedy, who was known as a New Jack, had been around from the late 40s. After he came back from World War II, he had been around. Even Ronald Reagan had been governor of California, you know what I'm saying, before he was the president. But now you get a dude like George Bush, the son, right? That in 1995, nigga, you're owning the Rangers, and the Rangers is going out of business. In 2000, you're the president. You're not even in politics in 1995. No matter of fact, he might have became the governor of Texas around that time. You understand what I'm saying? You know, same thing with Obama. You was a community leader 5 years ago. Now you don't have no past for us to hold against you and shit. See what I mean? Look, that ended up being the problem for Biden. But it was just that the guy you was running against also had a past. You understand what I'm saying?
Wait, Biden has a past? Is what you saying?
Yeah, Biden got he's the Clinton crime bill. Well, the Biden crime bill. You understand what I'm saying? You know, he's the guy that's was against busing, you know, integration into schools, and his reasons was, you know, I want my kids going to school with those people. You understand what I'm saying? You know, other things that he got on his jacket. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, you know, the difference now is we got a race to the bottom. You see what I'm saying? Meaning like when dudes like Clinton was around, Jimmy Carter, Ronald Reagan, even George Bush, right? They was likable. Even if you disagree with them, they was likable guys. People liked them. Nobody liked Trump. You know what I'm saying? Even his own party, they didn't like him. Yes, I mean, they worked against him, you know, just as much. Nobody likes Hillary Clinton. Nobody likes Biden. They're not likable people like that. It was actually a story about that the other day, how Obama came to some event and just basically showed that, nigga, I'm still the motherfucking man, B.
There's a video. Everybody's showing him love.
And yeah, everybody showing Obama love. Yeah, and Biden, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, they're not so, it's a little bit different dynamic. But I'm just saying that these are the games that they play with our mind, you see what I mean, to get us to do what they want us to do while feeling like we came up with the idea. See, that's the master stroke, is to make a motherfucker think that whole shit was his idea. You know, the only thing better than that is original sin, where it doesn't matter whose idea it was. He was just born that way. Who knows?
Yeah. I didn't know that. You know, I mean,
yeah.
It was the same shit for Kamala. They were talking about her past and everything.
Right.
About everything.
Exactly. Her past is what sunk her.
Yeah.
So right now, they look for people that don't have a past for them for somebody to run against you. You know what I mean? Like, if all they can say about you is you inexperienced, that ends up being the better thing now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if you look at all the rest of the well, there was but see, he ended up doing some dumb shit. There was Woodrow Wilson that signed the Federal Reserve Act. He was like the principal at Princeton or some shit. He was like the president of Princeton before he ran for president. But they went and got him because they knew they could control him. But other people like Eisenhower, you know, these dudes I've been in the army, all this shit. You know what I'm saying? I've been with the shit the whole time. You know what I'm saying? Nixon, Lyndon Johnson, Gerald Ford. You know, it never was like you see now where people just come out of nowhere. You know, even in the Congress, the people that you see, you know, even in city government, the people that you see now, you don't know who they are. Before they was, you know, already like active people in the different communities. You know what I'm saying? But you know, like AOC, she came out of nowhere. Everybody knows who she is. You understand what I'm saying?
I ain't know much about Eric Adams.
Yeah, you know, well, Eric Adams, you know, in my opinion, he got in there for two reasons. You know, one, because of the crime stuff, and he's a cop. You know, the other thing is, like you gotta let the waste out, right? So, you know, to me, it's like you get this black guy in there, right? And then all of this stuff that we've been putting band-aids on, right? We let it come out now. So it comes out on the black guys regime. You know what I mean? And then after that, we say, yeah, you know, we keep giving you people chances, but this is what you do, man. You know, y'all just can't run a city like that. I don't know. You understand what I'm saying? You know, so I thought that I already saw that like every budget problem, every problem in the sewer, every problem with the train, all of a sudden is going to become evident, you know, once he get in office. You know what I mean? And like so far, you know, I don't know if it's him being used or the people behind him, but all of his solutions are heavy-handed. You understand what I'm saying? I mean, you know, you don't have any solution to kind of stem the tide. Because see, one thing I've seen about crime, right, is that every time they eliminate one person, about 3 or 4 people come to take their place. But those 3 or 4 people is more heinous than that one guy. You understand what I'm saying? Like at one time in New York, you had dudes that they ran this whole area, right? And then when they went to jail, 3 or 4 people came out and carved up different parts of that area. Then when those people went to jail, and so the next thing you know, there's thousands of people out there and it's war to war, and now everybody's fighting.
That's what I mean.
So at some point, you got to stop the actual problem. Meaning, like that's what I'm saying. If you go back and you look at those stories of poverty, right, that is common in those drug dealers' story for why they doing that, and you deal with that, then you have a different science. Some things is just that practical. You know, it's only 24 hours in a day. And you remember the blackout they had in like 2001?
Yeah,
They had a blackout in 1977 or 1977. And that blackout, at that time,
that's all hip hop, right?
it was a bank at the bottom of the hill. You know what I'm saying? Now, mind you, the lights is out, and it's New York City, so you know it's not like if you from down south, it probably wouldn't have been that dark to you. But to New Yorkers, it was pitch black, right? And we up on the fire escape, we looking out, right? And son, all you see is mad flashlights going to the banks. Everybody got them on black. Yeah, the next thing you know, you look down the hill, it's mad police down there. They got the lights flashing in the banks. You know what I'm saying? They had something called a battle in Broadway. You Yeah, out of Brooklyn. Yeah, they had, listen, the police against the people said the Battle of Broadway, right? That's the one in 1977. And the one in 2000, whatever, it was no looting. You know what the people said the difference was? At least the analysts, what they were saying the big difference was? Is that in 1977, when that blackout happened, unemployment was like 30% or some shit like that. So you had a whole bunch of dudes when the blackout came, they just got up. Like, yo, it's time to get paid. You know what I'm saying? Everybody sat on the street. But there was like the one that happened in 2005, unemployment was like 4%, 5%. So they was like, and then it happened at like 5, 6 o'clock. So they was like, most people was getting off work and just hoping the shit came back on. By the time they go to work tomorrow, it just wasn't the same amount of people on the street. You understand what I'm saying? That was, first of all, available, and second of all, desperate. You know what I'm saying? So, it's those same type of practical matters, man, that, we got to deal with. Like, those are the things that's constantly happening. You know what I mean? Like, where, if you just look at our world, right, as original people, you know what I'm saying? What the main society fears, right, is the constant state in the black community. You understand what I'm saying? Like, the unemployment numbers that they fear in the mainstream society is like half of what it is here. You understand what I'm saying? Whatever it is, but that's it. That's something that I'm seeing. If there's no solutions that's based on lifting people so that they can rise above having to do shit like that, right? Then you ain't really stopping the problem. You see what I'm saying? It's one of those situations where, look, you know how they say, if a person got a hammer, then everything looks like a nail. You see, if you send somebody outside, right, with handcuffs, a nightstick, and a gun, and some mace, how are they gonna solve what problems in our community are they equipped to solve? They're equipped to handle an urgent situation. If somebody's standing outside the corner right now shooting at people, they're equipped to handle that. You understand what I'm saying? But the real problems here, a gun ain't gonna do nothing about that. So you send a person out, the most time that you see that they ill-equipped to deal with any type of problems is when they deal with mentally disturbed people. Dude, you're not a doctor. Yeah. You don't have any medication on you. You don't know any therapy. Your gun, your handcuffs, your mace, your nightstick is only exacerbating the problem for somebody that's already mentally, they agitated in whatever way. How is you pulling out a gun on them or handcuffs going to help the situation? You surrounding them with, 30 people and shit.
Yeah, the tactics is like the way they even try to break down the problem or like approach the situation, it just escalates everything.
That's what I'm saying. So this is the question. Has Eric Adams proposed anything about improving the schools?
Nah.
You see what I'm saying?
Drill music.
Yeah, right. You see what I'm saying? See, so what it is when we deal with our mathematics, you trying to solve all our problems by subtraction. You ain't doing no addition. You see what I'm saying? You ain't announcing nothing. Yo, this summer, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna make sure it's this or it's that. yo, this summer, you know, we're gonna have these events in all these fucked up areas around the city to you know, that's how we gonna you know, because first of all, for them to throw those events, they gotta be present. So even that alone is some kind of deterrent, right, of crimes happening. See, if you're not announcing none of that stuff, then, you know, what difference it make if you black or you white? See, that's why we not pro-black. What difference it make? If the impact of what you're doing is the same thing, do it matter if it's on purpose or accident? Like it might matter in whether or not you forgive the person, you know, but if you lose an arm because of that, your arm is still gonna be gone. So this is, you know, what we see. Look, knowledge of wisdom, man. So you can see what's really going. This is the stuff that's really going on around. That's what I'm saying, man. That's the importance, man, of when we're saying what is the real difference that you're making in your cipher. You know, when I say cipher, I'm talking about all the people, places, and things that surround you wherever you go, wherever you be. You see what I'm saying? Because we live in an illusion world where the life and death consequences of a lot of things is not evident to us. You see what I'm saying? You know, even the way, you know, wars or digital and shit and electronic, it's not the same, G. Like, you know, I recall back in the days, I think is it Veterans Day or Memorial Day? It's a day when you put the flags up of the veterans in your family that died. You know what I'm saying? They come in and give you a flag. You know what I'm saying? I remember, seeing the flags up. You know what I'm saying? My great grandfather was a doughboy. You know what I'm saying? In World War One. My other uncle, he returned in I think Korea. You know what I'm saying? And you know, there's a couple other people that I didn't, but you know, there was a realness to that shit. You understand what I'm saying? That, oh, you know, this war shit is real. Like, you know, we play, you know, we got the little toy soldiers and shit, but that's toys and shit. Yeah. And this shit is real. Like niggas is, you know, I was there when you know, well, not when they first came back, but you know, I recall the Vietnam vets. You know what I'm saying? They was fucked up. Shit was real. Like motherfuckers was in wheelchairs and shit. You understand what I'm saying? See, we kind of separated from the life and death consequences of the shit that we think and do and shit. And the shit that's around us. You know what I mean? And just the way life is. Like, see, if you in the house and you playing video games, your mom say, yo, don't play that game. You know, that's really gonna happen if you play the game. Yeah. See what I mean? But see, look, I recall kids that they told them, yo, listen, don't swim past that. See that rock right there? Don't swim out there past that.
They're gonna do that.
And yeah, some cats never came back from going out there to swim past where they told you don't swim. Yo, look, see, when you grow up and you buy certain streets, Queens Boulevard, Grand Concourse, see those blocks where, like, look, this shit is damn near the highway. Linden Boulevard, you know, where if you gotta learn to crush this street right here, shit is real. Like, it's motherfuckers that, look, I knew that tried to crush that street, and they are no more. If you didn't listen, yo, wait, look both ways. You know what I'm saying? The life and death consequences of shit. There was a price to be paid for stupidity back in the days.
I mean,
it ain't like now where you can be stupid and then, you know, the shit is just on social media. So you get forgiven and shit.
That's the difference.
You can get canceled and uncanceled.
That goes back to our conversation where we was talking about living in the 3D world versus the 2D world.
Yeah.
I feel like living in the 2D world definitely desensitize everybody, even to the smallest shit. Like where I think somewhere I noticed it first in most in like my life is because like I was in college, so I'm dealing with different types of people, and you have people who act one way on social media and in another way in real life. Once those real life consequences of what they did on social media comes to them in person, they don't know how to deal with it because they don't think it's real.
Yeah.
So it was like people don't even talk shit the same no more. They'll talk shit on social media, but when you bring it to them in real life, it's like, all right, well, I didn't know this was real.
Yeah.
So even like small interactions like that, it's just people are desensitized. So what's really going on due to it being around them all the time and just indulging in it so much that when it comes to actually facing it or feeling these things in real life, they don't even know how to navigate through it.
Yeah. Because people don't understand about choices, decisions, and consequences. See, those, very few people realize that all three things is at play. When things go good and when things go bad, that's what you chose. You understand what I'm saying? A lot of people, they have a problem, with the life they chose, and some of what goes with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, look, as 5%, you know what I mean, my dietary law, sometimes I gotta go dumb far to find something that I eat. You know what I'm saying? Like, look, I don't want nothing from crab du jour. You know what I'm saying? I don't want nothing from fucking Piggly Wiggly and all. You understand what I'm saying? So yeah, sometimes I gotta, and then sometimes I gotta fuck around and I'm not vegan. But sometimes that's the only thing that I know is right. That's the only thing I know is not gonna fuck my stomach up. That's you chose this, man. It used to be this boxer, right? Named Bobby Chiz. And Bobby Chiz, he became a commentator. And he was one of those like consummate fighters. He had a lot of fights. He's one of the people that every situation that occurred in the ring, Bobby Chiz said, yeah, that happened to me before. You know what I'm saying? Like you know what I'm saying? A dude to get hit hard and get dazed, Bobby Chiz said, yeah, I've been hit like that before. See what it is. And listen, whenever somebody got knocked out, you know what I'm saying? Or they got beat real bad, right? Bobby Chiz, I've been there. You know what I'm saying? Bobby Chiz said, look, this is the business we chose. You understand what I'm saying? That's the deal. That's what comes with this. You make a lot of money, you get famous. When you lose, it's on Front Street. You understand what I'm saying? So, to me, that's what I see is that a lot of people, it's like, yeah, you want to, first of all, you don't want to accept that you had choices, right? You everybody's a victim that was forced into everything. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to accept that, nah, you made a decision. Even if that decision was to stay there in bed and stay laying there instead of getting up and going to class, you made that decision. You understand what I'm saying? And then when the consequences come, you're like, yeah, I didn't do nothing. Yeah, you didn't do nothing. How was you supposed to get something for nothing? But these are the things that surround. Like I said, I still ain't look at the thing. I still ain't see it. But this is what I'm saying. As I'm going into looking at it, right? This is how I'm already approaching. You understand what I mean? I'm approaching it like, nah, I don't know what the fuck is going on with this. I'm gonna do the knowledge, but look, I know who I'm fucking with. You understand? Yeah, I know who I'm fucking with. I know who is the only sources of this information. It's motherfuckers that look, I got personal dealings with, and I know they don't know what the fuck they be talking about all the time. And the other half of the time they lying. And just because the police told you that's what happened, you believe that shit. The same motherfuckers you done seen on audio and videotape doing shit they said they don't do. You know what I'm saying? I happen to know from personal experience that you can't necessarily trust everything. See, like they can tell you who the motherfucker is now, right? I don't know if you was alive then. Did you ever hear about when they bombed the Olympics in Atlanta in 1996?
Nah, I don't know about
Yeah, there was a dude, he was the security guard. You know what I'm saying? And he was on some he was like Paul Blart. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, the mall guy, he was like a little,
that.
you know what I'm saying? He taking the tests and failing to get in the police academy and shit. You know what I'm saying? He got all motherfucking non-lethal maneuvers and shit. You know what I'm saying? So when the bomb goes off, yeah, he's all extra hype, getting everybody, saving everybody. Yo, the shit went over there when the cops come. He's telling them everything and shit. So after a while, they was like, yo, he's the nigga that blew it up. Because, because like I said, he's there and he's trying to help all the people on the scene and everything, right? So when they's like, yo, well, who did you see when the shit went off? Everybody saw him.
Damn.
And because he knew, because he's paying attention, they blamed him. Son, it was like 20 years later when they came on the news, like, yeah, nah, we did the whole investigation. It wasn't the same. Like, it was some shit, I think, like, when DNA or something came out, like, nah, it definitely wasn't him.
20 years later?
Yeah. So I'm just saying that just because they telling you it's an 82-year-old black man or a 5'5" black man or a Ukrainian or an Albanian, you understand what I'm saying? So I already know that. When I'm going to, that's how I look at things. So I look at things like, look, I know things go from knowledge to born. So just because I got a little bit of knowledge and wisdom, that don't mean I can jump to the conclusion of what happened. Like in reality, like I said, with that, it took 15, 20 years for you to see what happened.
Yeah.
See what I mean? There's some shit, listen, they still don't know what happened with JFK.
Yeah, a lot of people argue that.
Yeah, they still don't know what happened with Martin Luther King. The files on that don't come out to 2050.
I mean, a lot of people, they only argue or project their own view or like their own personal opinion on it. That's usually what arguments be,
Right.
Be based in fact.
And that's what I'm saying. And once your opinion becomes that everything is fake, right? Then why don't I start doing shit for real?
Is that shit fake?
Yeah, because everybody want to say it's fake. You know what I mean? Just like, look, if no matter what jewelry I wear, people gonna think it's real, why I'm going out spending thousands for
I think Ocho Cinco, he said that.
Yeah, so Ocho Cinco said, look, everybody know what my checks look like. What I need to show real jewelry for, what won't waste your money on that for? Like, this is just for the style of how it showed. But listen, whoever I was going to track with this jury already know what my paper looks like. I'm not one of the quiet dudes. Like, see, that's what they say that, look, I heard Broad say this, right? Young ladies that, they transact with the professional athletes, right? They say that the NFL players are the most generous. You know what I'm saying? And they said that the reason for that is that because the NFL players wear helmets, right? A lot of people don't know who some of them are. They don't know what they look like if they see them at the club. Like, they was like, especially a dude, like an offensive lineman type guy. And he, that's where the big bucks is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Left tackle. So they like, left tackles come in buying bottles for everybody because nobody knows who they is. It's not like if you come in and you Kevin Durant, everybody knows who you are. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's crazy. I didn't think about that.
Yeah, that game, but see, that's for the other channel. That's for the other channel. Yeah, that's when we flowing from the survival scrolls. You know what I'm saying? Because they gotta. But I think that was actually before the internet like that. But it's like it was like how I send out the alerts, the text alerts on my phone.
Yeah.
They had these text alerts, right? I think it started in DC. They had these text alerts that told the broads when a high roller was at the club.
That's wild.
Yeah, they said it started when Michael Jordan was playing for the Washington Bullets. That it was, that somehow it was already like this little text list where they were sending out text alerts for whatever. You know what I mean? And that one day Mike came in the club and they sent the alert out, yo, Mike is in the club, and like 20 minutes later, it was jam-packed. So that became like, it was, I don't know if it's still around, but at one time, that existed.
That's crazy.
But like I said, that's something totally different. That's something totally different. That's that's for the survival scrolls, Cherub. That's not doing with this. Just what I'm talking about is the layers and layers and layers of reality, right? Of things that is connected to not just right here, right now, but throughout space and time. See, that's what I'm saying. All them different examples of things that happen, right? See, that's what I be drawing. I don't just be looking at the shit like, yeah, but if you look at the way he's limping, you know what I'm saying? He should be limping harder. And that's I had people, the blood on the floor looks fake. And you send me a fucking picture on my phone, this shit is all blurred. What the fuck I know from that? You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, you got people, they bug out. They bug out. But let's
Can I get the second question or no?
You got this one? You can quote this?
Yeah.
All right, quote this.
Like the instructions?
Well, what's the first thing you say on the paper?
Student enrollment.
Student enrollment 1 to 10.
Yeah.
All right, now what's the instructions?
I didn't know I had to quote the instructions.
Yeah, you need to quote the instructions.
Right.
Right? Who is the original man?
I can tell you them?
Yeah.
Oh, the original man is an Asiatic black man, the maker, the owner, the cream of the planet Earth, the father of civilization, the God of the universe.
All right. So look, I'm gonna give you the question, right? 2, who is the colored man? When you come out with the instructions and everything, I'm giving you the answer to that. Man, I don't even know if I can catch up to y'all. Is
They probably over there going crazy.
yeah, they going. What's Encyclopedia Brown? Encyclopedia Brown, you still in there? I told you I need you to come with me. I don't know if you're still there. I need you to come with me. We're about to take a trip with the boxing class to Seneca Village. I need you to roll with us. If there's any other knowledge that might not be included on those signs or whatever. And then after that, we probably go to the museum if we have time, you know what I'm saying? If not, we probably just go get something to eat and come back, Also, we try to take them to a boxing match. I'm gonna let y'all know about that. I might need some help from the Random Jews channel. That's gonna be about $1,500. By the time we get all the tickets and get everybody food and everything, but we try to take them to a boxing match in the Barclays in May. You know what I'm saying, on the 21st. So let me get a few more details on how that's going down, and then we see what we work out. What is this? It says this is who? Miola.
Make the teachers.
Who's you? No, it's not for you. See these lessons. Oh, M. Lola. Oh, M. Lola. Come on, sir. We've been waiting for you. M. Lola. M. Lola. Where are you, M. Lola? The link is right there. We've been waiting for you, M. Lola. To see, I mean, when are we going to speak? I mean, that's good that you came to the channel. It's good that you came to the channel. But when are we going to speak in person, M. Lola? Yeah, that's it. The Davidson Romero fight. Exactly. You know, we already got the situation now is we already got some of the kids that's already gone. You know what I'm saying? But it's the situation right now where we don't want to take some kids and then leave some kids out. You know what I'm saying? It is, you know, it's gonna you know, we don't want to lose none of them. You know what I'm saying? When they like, oh man, y'all niggas shady, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, so yeah, we that's one of the things we want to make happen. You know, but just this year in general, we want to do a lot more trips. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, boom, it's good, or a physical activity. Yes, you know what I mean? But just like we saying, you know, when you're dealing with the lessons, that's how it is. Like, just like you wake up and you brush your teeth and you wash your face, take a shower, you gotta get up and brush your brain and wash your mind. You understand what I'm saying? And how you do that is by being on point. You see what I'm saying? The same way, you know what I'm saying, you make sure you're on point to interact with the world, you know, with your breath and everything. Make sure you prepare to interact with the world by knowing today's mathematics and today's degree. So hold on, let's bring in. Oh, you got a fancy name, but Diamond.
Yo, what up?
And Lola, we want to see what you look like.
I'm in the bathroom, Don.
Come on, man. Don't call us here for the talk. What's wrong with you, man?
I'm in the shower, my man.
Oh man, please. And Lola,
What's up?
I told you we got a certain way of life. Man. I don't want to be talking to you in the shower. What's wrong with you, man?
I'm saying though, you said step to the stage. I mean, I got time to step to the stage right now.
All right, so what is it that you got to say, Lola?
Nah, you said step to the stage, so I'm coming to the stage.
Step to the stage, see, because the problem I have with you, Lola, right?
Yeah.
That every time me and you interact is peace, right? But then you appear to be a bully, because every time I see you interacting with my younger brothers, right, who may not have the degree of knowledge that me and you have, you popping off in a whole different way. And see, that's a problem, because the 5% don't like bullies. See, that's when you see, I'm not a person, I don't pick on people. See, there's certain things that, like I said, man, you can have all the knowledge and understanding you want, but I see how you interact with people. I see what your equality is. So now what I'm saying is, if you got anything to say to the 5% about how we live and what we want to do and what we define ourselves as, you say it out here. But look, this is fancy. Like I said, you came on here, but when we gonna build on that face to face?
Okay. First of all, let me say this. Your students.
No, I don't have no fucking students. Who you talking about?
You just told me your students. You said your little
my younger brothers. I
okay.
didn't say about no students.
Okay, let's say your younger brothers. If I seem to be a bully to them, that's unintentional, because everything I say to them is the questioning of the knowledge that they proclaim. So like when look, hold on, God, hold on. Do the knowledge, bro.
What you was doing.
Pardon me?
After you apologized, you went right back and did it again.
I did it again?
Yeah.
What did I do?
Remember when you said that you apologized because you realized that you need to respect people's way of life.
Right.
Regardless of whom or what. And then you came right back when I came back on the post and you was doing it again. And that's when I addressed you.
No, sir.
Stop playing with us.
No,
Because
sir.
we're not
No, sir.
playing with you.
No, sir. The reason I came back and started doing flipping on y'all again is because you did that. Hold on. Do the knowledge.
Language. See, that's
Do
what
the knowledge. Do the knowledge. Do the knowledge. I'm not interrupting you when you talking.
It's my channel.
All right, but hold on. If you okay, so you want to just speak and I don't say nothing? I came on your channel to enjoy. You told me to step to the stage.
Yeah. And
the
then
reason
you didn't know what to say. You acted like you didn't know what to say, and then every time you start talking, what it shows me is that I need to provide more clarity.
Okay, you just want to speak. I'm just listen. You speak because that's what you want to do.
I told you what it is.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
I told you to stop disrespecting us more than one time.
Okay. Can I talk now?
Go ahead.
Okay. The only reason I came back on and spoke in a way that you feel that is disrespectful is because you made that one live when you mentioned my name and you were saying like I got the whole.
No. See, that's what I'm saying.
This is what I'm saying, brother. This is what I'm saying, brother.
I made that live.
This is what I'm saying, brother.
You disrespected. No, I'm not talking about the live. And see, like I said, what I said on the live, let's build in person. Not taking nothing back. I'm very careful when I speak, black man. Very careful.
Okay. Once again, the reason when I apologize, if you look on the timeline from all them texts that I sent y'all or them posts, you will see that the disrespect or the so-called disrespect that you say I'm disrespectful, it came after you made that live. Because I even stopped putting posts on y'all videos. Remember, hold on. Remember when I said, hold on. Remember when I said that I won't post no more on your videos? And it went for like a week or two. I ain't post nothing. When you made that video and you mentioned my name, that's when I came back on. And when I came back on, I said, in no disrespect, I don't mean to be disrespectful. And I said what I said. But you came back and was like, nah, that is disrespect. And blah, blah, blah. And that's how it started back up, brother. But let me be the first. Well, Darkim. Let me be the first to say it right now. Hold on, Darkim. Let me say it right now.
What you're saying is false. Let me put that on the record. Now you can talk.
What I'm saying is false?
Yeah.
So I didn't put no text. I didn't put no post
on the video was
Darkim.
After you addressed one of my little brothers, after you had apologized to me. You don't apologize to me and then disrespect my family.
You got the timeline wrong.
I don't know where you was raised at.
You got the timeline wrong. You got the timeline wrong, Darkim. What happened was, Darkim, let me give you the timeline. I made the apology. After the apology, I didn't make any posts on none of y'all videos for like a whole 2 weeks.
Yes,
then, that's true, right? Okay.
No, you made a post where you was addressing one of the brothers, and that's why I came at you.
No, sir. You know what I'm gonna do though? I'm gonna put.
Let's say the timeline is your timeline. Fuck it. Now what?
So the only reason I came on is because the last post you said to me, you said step to the stage. So I'm here now.
Okay.
So and I didn't even know what you meant by that. That's why I was like,
explain your way of life now then. Explain how you live. Explain why this is the shit you do amongst original people. Explain that.
Explain what?
Explain why you here having a conversation about disrespecting me. Because see, I don't have these conversations. The NOI, I never had to talk about disrespecting them because I don't. The Moors, I never had to talk about disrespecting them because I don't. Strangers that I meet in the street, white people, I don't have to explain disrespecting them because I don't. Why are you in this conversation?
Conversation about what?
Am I a dunce? I don't know what the fuck disrespect is.
Conversation about what?
This conversation that we having right now about when, where, and how did you disrespect? That's what.
Okay, so let's take it from the top.
You trying to nitpick, but at the end of the day, you disrespected, right?
Okay, let me take it from the top then.
At the end of the day, did you disrespect?
I'm finna answer your question. Let me take it from the top.
Stop finna.
I'm finna answer your question. Let me take it from the top. I came on y'all videos.
No, I said we going with your timeline. I don't give a fuck.
No, we ain't talking about the timeline. I'm trying to get to the root of the matter.
My man, you was being disrespectful from the jump, or you wouldn't have apologized in the first place.
Nope. The only reason I apologize is because I think that y'all was too sensitive to even handle what I was talking about.
That's what I'm saying.
Everything I questioned, I never questioned.
Can we have this conversation about my sensitivity in person?
Pardon me?
Can we have this conversation about my sensitivity in person?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? When I'm back in now, why
this is my channel. I can say what the fuck I want to say on my channel.
True indeed.
Hold up. Why is your panties in such a bunch that you on here talking shit?
No, true indeed. I'm gonna answer your question. You said, can we have this conversation in person? When I'm back in now, why? Yes, we will have this conversation in person. But let it just be me and you. I don't want to come over. That's why I said
when you coming back.
Hold on. Let it just be me.
What the fuck to do?
Hold on. Let it just be me and you, because like I said on your channel, don't try to set me up for no UBD. Because I already see how you work.
Why about getting set up for a UBD?
Because I see how you act. I see how you acted.
We got people here in the class right now. Why they not worried about getting?
Wow, you got 2 people in the classroom.
Huh?
Wow, 2 people.
Huh? How many you got in your class? How many you got in your class?
Wow.
Because if you had any in your class, you wouldn't be watching me, nigga.
I only came on to address you. You said step to the stage.
Yeah, and you ain't addressed shit yet. All I'm
because
saying,
you won't even let me talk. You won't even let me talk. You ask a question and interrupt me. You won't even let me talk. You won't even let me talk.
All you gotta do, talk about what? There's nothing to talk about.
You ask me questions, you won't even let me answer. Why are you asking me questions then if you won't even let me answer?
You already answered. You said you disrespected us.
No,
you disrespected us because you wanted to.
No, I never said that.
Now I'm saying
you lying. You lying. I never said I disrespect you because I wanted to. I said first of all, I said my post was taken as disrespect to y'all because it seems like you couldn't handle what I was talking about. So after a few posts, well, hold on. Why you keep cutting my wisdom though?
So you
why you keep cutting my wisdom though, Don?
You ain't got no wisdom.
You keep $150 in my wisdom, yo.
You ain't talking no wise words.
You keep $150 in my wisdom. All I said was this, man. I made a post. You've been taking them as disrespect. After a certain while, I said, you know what? I could see how they taking my post as disrespect. So what I did was I came on the channel and I made that public apology. And then I said I wouldn't make any other videos. I wouldn't make any other posts on your videos from then on. Then like 1.5, 2 weeks passed by. I ain't post nothing. Then I seen you. I was watching one of your videos and I seen you mention me and you was like, these guys that just missed the whole point and blah, blah, blah. So I came back on and make another post that I directed you saying, the first thing I said in my post was Darkim, no disrespect. Then I said what I said. But you said, nah, it is disrespect.
Hold up. Let me ask you a question. Has a nigga ever said to you, no disrespect, here's that money I owe you?
What?
Nigga, when you say no disrespect, that means you know what you get ready to say is disrespect.
No. The reason I say no disrespect is because every time I post something, y'all take it as being disrespectful just because I don't agree with y'all. Because I don't agree with y'all.
Why you still posting?
What? Pardon me?
Why you still posting?
Like I said, I'm gonna repeat it. I'm gonna repeat it for you, Darkim. The only reason I made the last post is because you mentioned me in your video.
Okay, so that's you got that off your chest?
That was what I was saying from the beginning.
Is that what you came on here to say?
No, when I came on here is because the last post you sent to me after that post, when you mentioned my video, you said step to the stage. That was the last post. So then I said, okay, now I got some free time. I got a few days off of work. And I was watching your video. So I said, let me hop on and just see what this brother talking about. So I said, yo, I'm here. Click me in. I don't got no problems with you. And I'll be the first to say, hold on, Darkie. I'm gonna say it once more time. I'll be the first right now to say on public TV or whatever this is. I apologize for anything that seems disrespectful to you guys. I've never personally attacked you.
Okay, whoa, wait, why can't you stop there? Because when you keep going, then that's not an apology.
No.
That's no. Because see, first you give an apology and then you start to justify. You saying that it's because of this.
I want to make myself crystal clear.
Apologize, full stop.
I want to make myself crystal clear. I want to make myself crystal clear. Darkim, it don't matter how much you yell and talk and all that. It don't.
Want to apologize, just apologize and full stop. Other than that, You saying what you saying? Okay, fine. When you gonna be here? That's it. That's all I want to know now.
I show up. Don't worry about it. I'll be there. Don't worry. I'll be there. You know what I'm saying? I'll be there. Don't worry. I'll be there.
Do I look worried?
Nah, you don't look worried. I don't look worried either. I'll be there though. I don't see the purpose. It seems like you want to take it to another level, but that's not where I'm headed. But if you want to take it there, so be it. But I'll be there. I'm like I'm saying right now on national TV. I apologize now because I want to explain the conditions of my apology. You don't even want me to say it. I've never.
Conditional. Hold up. What is a conditional apology?
I never said conditional apology. I said the conditions
of the conditions that's on your apology.
Yes, sir. The conditions
so that makes the apology condition all.
The reasons that I'm making the apologies because I've never.
Saying, my man. This is what I'm saying. You talk a lot.
Y'all can see the thing. This is the reason I got with you 5%ers. Y'all think y'all so smart. Y'all think y'all so smart that y'all know
now
everything.
It comes out how you really feel about it.
You think you know everything.
Now it comes out. You see what the hot seat is for, y'all?
You think you know everything. That's your problem.
That's how you see who.
That's your problem. You think you know everything.
That's why we need to talk in person.
That's your problem. You think you know everything.
5%, right? That's why
that's your problem. That's your problem.
Like we brothers, and then
that's your problem. Like that's your problem because you're trying to make it seem like you're the most intelligent or whatever. I said I made your apology, and the reason I'm making the conditions that making me make your apology, make my apology to you.
We don't have no problems.
Pardon me. Pardon me, sir.
Let's discuss it in person.
Okay, I'll be there. Don't worry. I'll show up. Don't worry.
I ain't waiting for no mystery guy.
Well, don't wait then. You want me to show up? I'll show up when I take my own good time. I'll show up.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you don't wait for no mystery guard. But the reason I made the apology.
Like I tell people, look, I'm a summer chicken. I'm not a spring chicken no more.
No doubt.
I don't know how long. I don't know how long you planning on taking to make it.
No doubt you seasoned in the game. No doubt you seasoned in the game. But let me reiterate myself.
I don't know how long you planning on taking to make it, but I ain't got that.
Let me reiterate myself for those who are listening who are logical and not emotional. Once again, I issue my apology, but I want to make it known why I'm issuing an apology. It's because I'm not attacking the person. I was attacking the knowledge. You know what I'm saying? And like you said, your brothers, look at them posts. None of them can answer what I asked them. None of them. You know what I'm saying? Look back on them posts. I got all them posts. Every question I asked them, none of them. I cut all their heads off.
I answered all your questions.
You never answered my question.
I asked you several that you didn't answer.
Now, Cypher. Hold
up. Now you're using our language?
No, if it's a universal language, it don't belong to you. Anything that's universal doesn't belong to a person. It's universal. Air is universal. You can't claim it. Yeah, if you say it's universal, is it universal?
I see you when I see you, man.
All right, no doubt. Because you know I'm about to ask you a question.
Ask me a question.
Show and proof right now. What's the total? Show and proof the weight of the planet Earth right now. Yeah. Blah blah. Show and proof the weight of the planet Earth right now. Show and proof that the weight of the Earth is 6 trillion tons. A unit followed by 21 ciphers.
You get that from 100 questions to ask the 5%?
I'm asking you. You said you can show and proof. I'm asking you on live TV. No, I'm asking you live TV. You the God. You the God. Show and proof the weight of the planet Earth as being 6 trillion tons. A unit followed by 21 ciphers.
You show and prove it.
No, I'm asking you. You the God.
I don't throw my meat to dogs. That's why niggas
you don't know. You don't know.
No, we discussed it already. Because
you don't know. We ain't never discussed it.
Wait a minute. Do you recall asking? Do you recall asking what is the formula for the weight of the planet Earth? And I told you that first of all, you have to determine what is the gravitational constant of the planet Earth. So
what is the gravitational constant of the planet Earth?
9.8 meters per second squared. And how you have to determine that is by dropping an object to the Earth, right? So you can tell what is the weight and the mass of this object, the same way you can tell what is the weight or what is the mass and the volume of the object that is attracting it. Once you know the mass, now you have to look at the constituent parts of the planet, right?
You talking nonsense. How high up you got to be to drop that mass from wherever? How high up you got to be to determine
You got to be off the ground. You got to be off the ground.
How high off the ground?
That's up to you to measure. Each person, we talking about something that's empirical. We're not talking about something that you make up from your logic.
Okay, so use your formula right now. Use your formula right now. Use your formula right now and show prove the way.
Listen.
Use your formula right now and show prove the way.
Are you going to interrupt me? Because
that's all you've been doing to me all the day. That's all you've been doing to me.
Wait a minute. As soon as I start answering the question, that's when you're going to interrupt me?
Okay, I'm not going to interrupt you. Please answer the question.
If you do know, I got the power to mute you, right?
Okay, please answer the question then.
Come around school, so whoop his ass. You gotta handle people like that.
Hey, listen, man. Listen.
I'm listening.
You know, I got no idea, man. I got no idea what you up to, man.
No doubt.
You know what you want from us, but listen, man.
I don't want nothing from you.
So why you still on my channel?
I came on. You said step to the stage. If you want me to leave, I'll leave. If you want me to leave, I'll leave. Do you want me to leave?
You stepped to the stage and made a fool out of yourself.
Okay, should I leave now?
I mean, if that's what you want to do, you came.
You keep asking me why I'm here. I just want to settle it once and for all.
You settle what? If you want to
step to the stage, do you want me to leave?
This is the two ways you can settle it. You can say, I apologize, full stop. Or you can come and we discuss it in person.
Okay, so do you want me to leave or not?
Look, I told you I got the power to kick you out. I'm letting you go. This is, you know about my patience. It's legendary.
I actually wanted to come on here.
I'm having fun now.
Me too. I'm having fun too.
You sure? Because you seem a little bit scared. I'm sure.
I seem a little scary. Okay, let it be then.
You keep talking about you. Nobody over here in UBD.
Come on, man. Just use logic. If I told you to come to my town, where I'm at right now, you gonna come? You gonna come to where I'm at? You gonna come to Yeah. Come to my town then. Come to my town and come and meet me.
Where you at? Huh?
You gonna come by yourself?
Where you at, man?
Or you gonna come by yourself? Before I give you my low, you gonna come?
Where you at?
Before I give you my low, you gonna come by yourself?
You scared, man.
Are you gonna come by yourself?
You scared?
Yeah, I'm okay. I'm scared. Yes, I'm scared.
No,
yeah,
you just said I'm not gonna come where you at. Like some special.
Are you gonna come by yourself? Are you gonna come by yourself?
Over there, and I just asked you where you at.
Are you gonna come by yourself? Yeah, laugh it off. Man, I'm through with this, man. You ain't logical, man. You guys is clowns.
Let me ask you a question. Do you have a beef with me? Or do you have a beef with the 5%? Because see, I wouldn't go around saying I got a problem with you 5% and then saying come by yourself. We didn't do that, son. And you got a problem with one nigga. You know what I'm saying? But you take a shot at the whole 5%, and then you say, oh, I'm gonna get a UBD.
Is he part of the nation?
No. He thinks he is. He's one of those Muslim guys. Yeah, he's one of those Muslim guys. I can tell. You see how he's using our language now, cipher, but it's you 5%.
That's what.
Yeah. You see how these things work? You see how these things work? I do a rock mine. I hope you are you good today? Are you good today? Because I've already are we cleaning house today? Is that what we doing today? listen, man. I've already explained. Listen. Here's the thing. How many times this in any situation, man? How many times, right, do I have to tell somebody what disrespect is? How many times do you have to say it? You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, disrespect a lot of times is based on lack of knowledge. I didn't know that was your thing right there, or whatever it is, right? Because respect is knowledge. So disrespect a lot of times, right? It comes from lack of knowledge. But after the 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th time, after the 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th time, how many isolated circumstances, how many isolated situations form a pattern? See, it's just like when the police kill a brother, they be like, nah, that's just one guy cop. How many of these isolated instances, right, with one bad cop make a pattern? Yeah, Random Jews channel, but listen, like I said, what it is, G, is that it's too much light now, son. See, it's like a rat. Generally speaking, they're gonna run from you. But if you corner them, they'll try to attack you. You understand what I'm saying? See, that's what's going on out there now. Stephen King, that's very quite possible. It almost does seem like that. You know what I'm saying? You do have cats like that just in life. That you was never like, that guy that the only way for him to play, it had to be his ball. like if he didn't have the ball, he never got picked. Like every twice a year, he would luck up and hit that shot for the foul line and be the person that picked the team. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, he will never get picked unless he it's his ball. See, people like that, they be tight to people who get picked all the time. Like, he's that dude that, how, like, it's like you come out to the court, right? And it's only 10 people, right? But then somebody come out and you be like, yo, you playing? All right, yeah, you get off the team. Get off the court. Get off the court. Yo, come on, son. You know what I'm saying? When niggas come, niggas be like, yo, I'm saying, who running? Who got next, yo? You got next? Yo, you got your 5? Yeah, but hold on for a second. Yo, son. Yeah, nah, you're not playing, son. You're not playing. See, those is these kinds of dudes, eh? that sat back their whole life and watched us on the front lines, having fun. You know what I'm saying? The girls liking us. You know what I'm saying? You understand what I'm saying? And see, he's one of them dudes, man, that spent his whole life saying, them damn 5 and 6. Always start in trouble. You see what I'm saying? Hey, listen, man, you can't stop JoJo dancing. What's wrong with these people, man? What's wrong with these people, man? What's wrong with these people, man? You know what I'm saying? You gotta tell these people, listen, man, I don't, but what was that joke? He said, listen, man, I don't come down to the host stroll and slap penises out your mouth. Why you come over here and fuck with me and what I do, man? But listen, man, I told y'all, man, you gotta learn to embrace it, man. It's only 5% of us, man. That means it's 95 potential haters. See, that means for every one of us, you got 20 haters. There's 20 Will Smiths out there to your Chris Rock.
Oh, shit.
You know what I'm saying? Listen, man, these people have always existed. See, that's what's funny to me, guys, because like I said, I don't have faith, I have experience. And see, the people talking shit about us and what we do, right, that have joined the graveyard, the junkyard, the wayside, et cetera, have been around since 1963. It's niggas that said that to Allah. And guess what? They still tight right now when they see us. See, they see a motherfucker like you that's a 5% that they know wasn't even, they be pissed off. The motherfucker still talking that Clarence shit, that motherfucker Clarence. That shit he was teaching out there. The motherfucker said, shit, ain't this shit since he was here anything. Yeah, this motherfucker's tight. You know what I'm saying? Listen, look up Warv Dean. It's Warv Dean, and it's a dude, his name is Robert Walker. He's the head of the corrections department in South Carolina. And he was trying to tell the people of South Carolina, like the policymakers or whatever, that listen, these 5%ers are some real dangerous guys, man. Like, I don't know what y'all thinking and shit, man. That election shit is not what y'all thinking it is, right? He brought Warv Dean
To break it down.
Yeah. And Warv Dean said, yeah, he was a renegade. Elijah Muhammad really disavowed those teachings. You know what I'm saying? They don't got, they not practicing Islam. He went in on us. And this was in the 2000s.
In South Carolina.
Yeah. It's on YouTube. And see, it's funny because Robert Walker, right, is somebody in the history of the nation that wigged the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? But it's not the same guy. But when I saw it, like, oh shit, what the fuck is Robert Walker, first of all, doing out of jail? And you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? What the fuck is he doing out of jail? And then what the fuck is he doing? What the fuck is he doing with Warv Dean?
Yeah.
But when I looked at it, it turned out to be the head of the corrections department from South Carolina called Warv Dean to explain that we was a gang and the law was a shit. So see, what I got a motherfucker right now saying that, right? See, we just got to deal with simple arithmetic. See, like he said, look, you only got 2 people in the class. Where's your class? Because see, we discussed that too. Where he said, yo, how many neuroscientists has a law school produced? I asked him, how many neuroscientists you produce? He said none, but I'm in college right now. Nigga, nigga, I got a daughter that's over you, nigga. Fuck is you? Fuck is you? Are you crazy? You see, he don't understand the aspect. See, he don't understand the aspect that, look, do you go to Harvard Law School to ask them how many neuroscientists they produce? See what I'm saying? That's not what that school is for, is it? And see, what we produce, right? You can't see, like I said, see, for me, it just produced my life where I probably wouldn't have made it. See what I'm saying? Some of the things I be saying, yeah, misspent youth, but look, once I got the knowledge and my eyes is open, even walking on the wrong path, I'm a little bit wiser than everybody else. I'm able to avoid certain things, right? But then, look at what I produced. You understand what I'm saying? See, all of that is one thing. Ain't no separation there. Because then, for those people, look at what they produce. Like for instance, if you say, okay, Abraham Lincoln is the greatest president or whatever, right? He wasn't there in 1776. America and the American culture and the American education system, et cetera, produced him. See, the other thing is you putting us in a vacuum. We didn't start out with the honor roll. The law went to kids that was 12, 13, 14, already did 2-3 bids.
When did we even ask about the earth sciences?
See, he thinks he's an academic.
That's right. Yeah,
yeah, he thinks he's an academic. You see what I mean? But like I said, he don't know how to talk. He don't know how to live. See, he think these things is important, right? Like all the shit we were just talking about today, right? He thinks it's important for him to ask me a question and then cut me off. So now I can see he clearly doesn't. He doesn't ascribe to gravity. He does, you know what I mean? When he asked me how high you would have to drop the ball from in order to determine the gravitational constant of the Earth.
Yeah, I mean that's not really exact of
gravity. He's questioning it clearly. You know what I'm saying? You know, but huh? I don't know what he watches. I don't know what he watches. You know what I'm saying? But these are these people. These are these people. You understand what I'm saying? You know, I suppose he'll look at the class on Sunday, you know what I'm saying, with the young guys boxing and everything, and say, you know, it's only a couple of them. Look, like you said, how many times I told you, not Malcolm X. I save a couple motherfuckers that's right here around me. And if everybody else do their duty, we got this down pat. So, you see what I'm saying? That's what a motherfucker do. You go out there trying to run your mouth. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody listening, you know it. But it's good, you know. JoJo Dancer strikes again. You know what I'm saying? You know, we're gonna go ahead and wind this one down. We got it a little bit late today. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they got me sweating up in here. You know, it's summertime. The weather done heated up. You know what I'm saying? It got me sweating. They got me sweating up in here, man. Getting too hyped. Peace. You know what I'm saying? But listen, all those lessons that you just saw right there, all those lessons that you just saw, keep those in mind. Keep those in mind. See, that's what happens when you turn the fire up and you keep it up. You see who people really are. You see who people really are. Why my magnetic is attracted to all these characters? Because unlike attract. They unlike. Those people, they don't have no creative power on their own. See, he can't teach on his own. The only thing he can do is go around and talk about the stuff he disagreed with the 5% on. See, that's like if I go in around and always told y'all, yeah, see, Christianity, this, and yeah, the church, and the 10%. How much do we talk about that? I bring it up, but how much do we talk about the 10% and the devil and all that shit on this channel? See, we talk about what our power is. Right, Andre Coleman? We talk about arm, leg, arm, supreme head. But we see, you know, we see what the deal is. We see what the deal is. You know what I'm saying? Too bad, you know, I don't have my what's the name today because we not, like I said, I didn't get a chance to charge up. So we not on our usual system where I got all my, you know, my little, because this was definitely, listen, this was Crying Jordan, Rick James, and look, we even had to pull out crying will today. We have to pull out crying will. This is definitely a crying will day. You know, we would have had to put some little Darkim in here to save you. You know what I'm saying? You know, listen, this right here. You know, but like I said, this is what happens. This is what happens when you shine the light. This is what happens when you shine the light. See how he talking? That's how it always was. When certain people come walking down the block, certain other people leave. Because they know how hot the fire is going to get. But hopefully, he'll come to a state of peace in himself. You know what I'm saying? Like a state of peace and just tranquility with where he's chosen to live out. You see what I'm saying? Like that's what I'm saying. Like I'm at a point of peace where I don't need to argue with Christians and shit. Like when I build with Christians, man, unless they trying to convert me in some shit, then I just talk about righteousness. Like the shit they do, y'all have a little clothing drive, feed the homeless, you know what I'm saying? Deal with moral codes and shit like that. But in terms of me feeling that, look, they got a church right over there. Like all around here, we surround. Look, they got the mosque over there, the church is over there, the Hebrew Israelites on Fifth Avenue. You got all types of motherfuckers. The brother Jabari, he rests right up the block. I see him all the time. He got his Egyptology stuff up there. That's what I'm saying. I'm not going to any of those people's places bothering them. Because see, here's the thing. It's better for a person to be a real one of whoever they is than to be a fake 5%. I'd rather deal with you as a sincere Christian. Not a caught up Christian, a sincere Christian, right? That's using the story of Jesus and his righteousness as your example to live, right? I'd rather deal with him than M. Lola. Talking about he a 5%. I'd rather deal with somebody who's at peace with whatever it is that they dealing with. Whatever it is that they dealing with, they accept the good, the bad, the ugly, and the beautiful of it. See, this is the shit, what I said, man. You cannot be God and have an inferiority complex. It is what it is. At any rate, like I said, we're gonna wind this one down. Everybody that made it this far, in the entertainment tonight, everything started though, we was going good. We was going good into the entertainment stuff. We opened up the G building. We had a little therapy session. At any rate, we're gonna wind this one down. You know what I'm saying? Peace to the gods, peace to the earths. Our Muslim brothers, Moorish brothers, brothers dealing with Egyptology, Pan-Africanists, just general people that come to visit with us and listen. You know what I'm saying? Look, we love y'all. What we don't like is, people that, look, if you don't like what we saying, there's, you just close the window and shit. You close the app. When if you don't like what we say, I don't know why you gotta, you know what I'm saying? But at any rate, we're gonna try to get back on here tomorrow if possible, you know what I'm saying, cover a few more things or whatever, you know what I'm saying. In the meantime, in between time, we're gonna sign off and say peace. We ain't got the theme music today once again, like I said, but shout out to everybody, and I'll see y'all later in the week. Peace.